Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It is January 14th, 2023, and we are in the Old Testament book of 1 Chronicles. We're going to read chapter 14 today. See, our author, our chronicler, is going to talk about David taking over Jerusalem and defeating the Philistines. And you might be starting to think to yourself, wait a minute, this is not the order that we've seen in Kings and Samuel. Our chronicler's not going in chronological order. He's doing something that the ancient writers would do in their histories of looking at traits and characteristics. Rather than say this happened, then this happened, then this happened, then this happened, then this happened, he's saying, okay, here's David, and he was loyal to God. So there's the story about the ark, and the people were loyal to David, and here's all how the people came to David, and then David had great victories because he believed in God. So he's showing us character traits and not necessarily giving it to us in chronological order. And part of the reason he's doing that is we know that he's referencing other stuff. So you want to get the history of it. Our author knows you can go get it. So he's, like I said, he's trying to identify specific things that he wants the people that have come out of exile to see and associate themselves with. So here is that David, with the power of God, conquered the promised land, and it belongs to them. So let's go ahead and we're going to read 1 Chronicles chapter 14. Now Hiram king of Tyre sent messengers to David in cedar trees with masons and carpenters to build him a house. So David knew that the Lord had established him as king over Israel, for his kingdom was highly exalted for the sake of his people Israel. Then David took more wives in Jerusalem, and David begot more sons and daughters, and these are the names of his children whom he had in Jerusalem: Shammua, Shobab, Nathan, Solomon, Ibhar, Elisha, Eliphalet, Noga, Nepheg, Japhiah, Elishama, Beelida, and Eliphalet. Now when the Philistines heard that David had been anointed king over all Israel, all the Philistines went up to search for David, and David heard of it and went out against them. Then the Philistines went and made a raid on the valley of Rephaim. And David inquired of God, saying, "Shall I go up against the Philistines? Will you deliver them into my hand?" The Lord said to him, "Go up, for I will deliver them into your hand." So they went up to Baal Perazim, and David defeated them there. Then David said, "God has broken through my enemies by my hand like a breakthrough of water." Therefore they called the name of that place Baal Perazim. And when they left their gods there, David gave a commandment, and they were burned with fire. Then the Philistines once again made a raid on the valley. Therefore David inquired again of God, and God said to him, "You shall not go up after them, circle around them, and come up upon them in front of the mulberry trees. And it shall be, when you hear a sound of marching in the tops of the mulberry trees, that you shall go out to battle, for God has gone out before you to strike the camp of the Philistines." So David did as God commanded him, and they drove back the army of the Philistines from Gibeon as far as Gezer. Then the fame of David went out into all the lands, and the Lord brought the fear of him upon all nations. May God bless reading his word. May God bless you. Bye.